Hello. Alright, this is going to be like the post on my YouTube. If you saw it, which you probably did, stated. It's going to be a very introspective video about something that I had always thought, but never really received. What's the word we're looking for? Not confirmation, but I'll explain it later and you'll understand. But this is something that has weighed on me my entire life, and I do not put that lightly. I don't even know if that's something that I've said before, but it really is something that has weighed on me my entire life. Before I go any further, we're gonna start out the recording the front facing way, and then I'm gonna turn off the video and then face it towards me. Right now I'm just looking for a beautiful spot to sit down. This is over here in North Carolina, Fort Fisher. I don't know which beach, but over at Fort Fisher. This is the Rocky Dam. Beautiful nature, quiet. There's also a lot of rocks, and I've always loved climbing on shit. And specifically, you can ask my mom this, I always loved climbing rocks and jumping from rock to rock. Always loved it. That's why I have vivid memories of me in middle school, her taking me out here and me jumping on the big rocks over closer towards the museum in the actual Fort Fisher. So, but this is a just more private spot, less people, rocks aren't as big. They created this dam to prevent us from being invaded. I read that, very fucking cool. More interesting facts, but I forgot it. Anyways, that's our history, that's my history. But anyways, how the fuck did a log get here, bruh? This was not here last time. You're telling me the tide was that high? Holy shit. Okay. Yes, that's where I'm at. I'm just looking for a pretty spot to sit down. It's actually a place that I've been before. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I ran over here and then just sat down for about a minute to catch my breath, drink some water. So now we're here. But it's something that to get back on topic, it's something that I've dealt with my whole life, because to put it simply, and this is why I don't like talking about it, because I've never been able to talk about it, because people would think I was just trying to stroke my own ego or gas myself up. Bro, look at this log, man. That is crazy. This was not here last time, dude. That is so cool. All the way out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. All right. But it's something that I don't even really like to talk about, because something I'm very insecure about. And that's because this is something I've dealt with my whole life. Sorry, bro. I thought that bird had a goddamn talkie chip, but it was actually just its beak. It's something I'm very insecure about. And it's talking about what I'm about to talk about, which is why I say this is very personal to me. It's not something I talk about. It's not something I feel as though I'm allowed to talk about, to put it simply. But my whole life, I always knew I was different. Always knew I was different. It wasn't something I ever talked about, because, I mean, who am I supposed to talk to about it? I don't have anybody like me to talk to about this, so how am I, you know? You can't be different and then talk to the people that you feel you stand out from, or, you know, are just not there. You're almost like, it's almost like everybody's in their own little box and you're outside of the box watching them, but you still have to play the game and feel included. Not feel included, you still want to be included, so you just do what you know is right and get along with everybody. You make them laugh. you do the right thing. And that does start to sound like I'm a sociopath or a psychopath. I understand how that sounds. Play the game. I feel like I'm standing outside of the box. But whenever you're actually raised the right way with good morals, and I was, because I was a pastor's son, I kind of had no choice. I feel like you can, with what I have, join the dark side and hate the world. Or you can just realize that God gave you something very beautiful. He gave you the opportunity. You don't have to be alive. You didn't have to be born, but here you are. Now, what are you going to do with it? So you have to do the right thing with it. You have to do what is right. The fact that you're even alive is beautiful. So what are you going to choose to do with that beauty that you've been gifted? Create a mess? No, that's not why you were put on this planet. So even though it always felt like I was on the outside, I wanted to be included, you know? I wanted to have friends. I want to be cool. So I did what I had to do. And in elementary school, I went to school at Penderley. And very early on, I remember day one, I mean, I don't know anybody. So day one, I saw all the people who I realized were cool, you know, seeing what they were doing. And I saw how they were going up to other people. Well, here, first, what I remember was everybody going up to this one kid in particular named Tyler. Everybody wanted to be friends with Tyler. So I introduced myself to him and became friends with him because, well, he's the fucking cool kid. Like, you know what I mean? Look at this nice little waterfall where the water crosses. It's like this whole place is beautiful. But it was Tyler, and I saw that, this is where I'm going to be careful with my step because it will get slippery. Check the rock. Does it shake? Doesn't shake. Put more weight on it. Shake. I learned this from parkour. And that means it's safe to step on. Boom. Get a nice little secure point. Climb. Done. Problem solved. I saw everybody walk up to this kid named Tyler and introduce themselves to him. And I was like, okay, well, clearly he's the fucking cool kid. He's the one everybody wants to know. So I want to be cool with that guy. That's exactly what I did. I became cool with him. I didn't really like him, if I'm being honest. I liked him. He was a cool kid. He was cool, or he was he was nice. He was a good kid. But we just didn't really have similar personalities. So I ended up drifting away from him once I found my own tribe. And my own tribe was not the right tribe. It was the troubled kids. Growing up, I was always the troubled kid. I always got in trouble. And that stems from many things. Number one, me always feeling different and like an outsider. And then because of that, I always felt misunderstood. So in a way, I just lashed out. And, you know, I'm also the pastor's child. So that's another way where I'm different. And people treat me different and expect different things of me because I'm the pastor's child. And whenever you're the pastor's child, growing up in a small town of like 500 people, let's just say 2,000 people, because that's still small. That's, I mean, how many kids went to fucking Hoggard, for God's sakes, which is crazy, the fact that my entire town fit in one school. But anyways, about tripped there. But anyways, being the pastor's child in a small town, people really do expect things from you. It's like being Bronny James in the NBA on a higher level, but it's the same thing. And for me, it still felt just as real. Those expectations still felt just as high because people put those expectations on me. I remember so many, I'm going to get angry here. So many people telling me growing up, why would you do that? You're the pastor's child. You're better than this. And all that made me want to do was get angry. Fuck you, man. You don't know me. Why do I have to be this way? Why don't you put those expectations on yourself? Why do you put that on me? Who are you to put that on me? You don't fucking know me. You don't know my family. Okay? Leave me the fuck alone. Now do you see how frustrated I get? And then me feeling like an outsider because I knew things that other people didn't. I was always a quick learner. I didn't have to try in school because school was easy. And I didn't want to try because even if I tried and got all A's, they would just move me to honors. And then guess what? I'll get all A's in that too. And then what? I'm still stuck in the same fucking grade at the same level. And that's maybe looking back on it, I could have done something with that talent. I could have done something, and I could have actually moved up, but I didn't know. I didn't see that. My conclusion whenever I was young was that I would be stuck at the same level no matter how hard I tried. So why even try? This is all fucking stupid, and I don't care about it anyways. All I like is math. The rest of this shit is dumb. Science can sometimes be cool, but most of the time, it's just boring shit where they're testing if you actually remembered what you taught. And of course I remember what I was taught. It's common fucking sense. Jesus Christ. That's it. That was a lot of what I had to deal with, and a lot of stuff that brought a lot of tension and not pain, but just it weighs on you. Let's just say that, growing up. We're getting close to the pretty part. I can see it up there where it kind of encloses. Another little waterfall right here. Beautiful. Oh. Wow. Beautiful. Okay, excuse me. All right, this is where it's gonna get a little awkward. Okay. Step, 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 step. Done. Okay. But that's a lot of what I had to deal with. I always felt like an outsider. And one of the things the reason why I believe that I was an outsider is because I think differently. I personally believe that, and I don't like saying this, it's something I'm insecure about because my whole life it was like, it's complicated, man. It really fucking is. Because I don't want to sound like I'm gassing myself up here. Like I'm trying to make myself sound better. Because let me tell you, you can hear it in my fucking voice, in my tone, and how frustrated I'm getting. It isn't all fun and games. It isn't all positive. Whenever, let's say, just because you have it, and this is why I hate people who think they're better than other people, just because you have a gift, just because you're better in one facet, it doesn't mean that you're better than everybody else, because having unique gifts or talents can also come with their own unique responsibilities, your own problems that you will alone face. So just because you have a one-up somewhere doesn't mean that it's free. You still have to pay for it. And I'll just say it, man. I always believed I was smarter, but not in an egotistical way. I used it to help people whenever I was younger, like with homework and with problems and stuff like that. That's one of the reasons why people liked me so much and why I was a cool kid, is because I was funny. I got in trouble a lot. I caused drama, and I had fun doing it because that's what the cool kids did. But yeah, because of that, but I also helped them with their work. So it was like, I'm doing all the things that, the cool kids do, but I'm also actually smart, and I can, what, you have a problem? Let me look at it. The answer is B. And that was it. And I used that to help people. Now I want to find a comfortable spot to sit, because this is a beautiful spot, but I don't like where I sit. There could be something beautiful up there. I say we take a gamble and keep walking forward. So that's what we're gonna do. But I always used it to help people, but I was always smarter, and I knew that. And it didn't really affect me in how I treated others and how I treated myself, because I didn't really think it was all that special. I liked it. I like being able to easily solve problems because it saved me time. And I can just get this work done and over with. I'm always the first or second one turning in my paper. And because of that, I got a passing grade, and I got time to fuck around with the boys. That's what it was all about, And it was awesome. I had so much fun, but I did get in a lot of trouble. But anyways, a problem that my unique struggle, being smart, being gifted, was that growing up, a lot of people liked to use the things that on paper would make me a better person against me, because I wasn't a better person. I still had problems. I still had struggles. I was still a shitty kid in school. So I would do things, and then instead of people trying to understand me or asking questions. Why this? Why that? Like genuinely trying to connect with me. They would ask why, but they weren't looking for an answer when they asked why. And as a kid, I knew this, which was fucking, why don't you as an adult realize what you're doing? You don't actually want an answer. You're just saying why because you're frustrated and angry, and you don't understand why this smart, gifted kid who's the preacher's son would act like such a shithead. Fuck you. Damn. Bitch. But yeah, it was frustrating. We're actually gonna go further down. I remember this little spot. It's not actually on the Rocky Dam. It's a little further ahead, unless the spot really does look pretty. Oh, it does. I remember now. Okay. I know where we're gonna stay. I just have to find it. But because of that, people, it's like they used my talent and my gifts against me. Oh, why would you do this? You're so much better than this. Why would you do that? You're so much better than that. Why can't I be like everybody else? Why is it the only time that y'all bring this stuff up is whenever I've done something wrong? Huh? How come whenever I do something right and I use it in a way that you're like, oh shit, holy hell, you don't pat me on the back and tell me to keep going? You're just like, yeah, about time. Like, yep, we expected it. About time you did it. Like, fuck you, dude. So you only want to lash out on me whenever I do something wrong, but whenever I do something right, you don't say a goddamn thing. And that's what I fucking hate about you. That's what I'm sorry, I'm going to get emotional in this video. I won't say emotional, that sounds like some gay shit. I'm going to get mad in this video. Very, very mad. But you're only going to use it against me and never use it for me. So now I'm starting to wish I didn't even have this in the first place. It's only brought me negatives. I get my work done a little bit faster than kids, but that's it. Fuck you. So angry. Wow, look at that waterfall. Oh, this one's heavy. This is cool. Wow. Wow. This is where it gets risky, right? Because I do have $400 car keys in my pocket. Yeah. But anyways, that's a lot of the grief that I dealt with. One thing I'll explain. I went through like a little phase where I got depressed whenever I was 12, and I can actually feel it in my memories. Like I feel it. It's hard to describe, but you know, you ever look back on emotions or not emotions, sorry, you ever look back at memories, and it's not like you're trying to feel anything, but for some reason associated with the memories, there are feelings, and you can't forget them. This is a puzzle I had to solve. I think step right there because it's shallow on the top of the fucking jump there. Do it real slow. Good. Check. Okay. What was I talking about? Yeah, so basically what happened to me. Oh yeah, well let me explain this first. In school I was a bully up until 5th grade. I was a bully, so I have been an asshole before. I have been that piece of shit. And I feel bad for it. I kind of wish I could apologize to Mikey. That was a kid that I bullied. And I mean, we just did it because we were assholes, man. We didn't have a good reason. We were just kids being assholes, if I'm being honest. And yeah, anyways, after I just need you to know that I was a bully. Oh fuck. I was a bully up until 5th grade, and that's whenever we moved, changed schools. I lost all of my friends, and step here. Yeah, I will step to that. Let's see. Put real pressure on it. Kind of feels like I missed a break. Alright. Okay, well, that's just not happening. Fuck, dude. You came all the way out here for nothing, bro. I wanted to go over there. Damn. Well, that sucks. All right, well, we'll head back. Holy shit, dude. Look at that. Ain't that cool? Mm. Right. But, yeah, I was a bully. I'll admit. But, karma. Whenever I switched schools, lost all my friends, I didn't really have my posse to hang out with anymore. And now I was really an outsider. I didn't just feel like an outsider. I was, on paper, an outsider. I mean, I was a country kid coming all the way over here, a little hop here. Oos. I was a country kid. Now I'm in the city. And I remember vividly, day one, I'm using vividly a lot. I apologize. I remember day one, I went to school and I saw this kid. And I identified him as the cool kid, just like I did with Tyler on day one. Except the reasons why he were cool were fucking stupid. Just because you got on nice, like, highlighter neon socks and you're brightly colored and you got on new shit, you're cool? Bro, you're a bitch. Like, I can see right through you. You are a bitch. But you're the cool kid, apparently. Whatever. But then that's where I started to get picked on by them. And then I went to Roland Grice, where I was picked on there. I wouldn't necessarily say I was bullied, but I was never actually friends with anybody. I was just that kid that people kept around just to poke fun of every now and then. That was me. Where do I go? Fuck. So, yeah, that's what happened with me. I got an idea. I'm just gonna stop trying to find the perfect spot and just get my little setup here going. See if there's something I can grab to prop up the camera. I don't really think so. I mean, unless I can move one of these rocks. Yeah. All right. Take you, little slimy boy. Put you up here. And I like it angled towards here.